friends don't have WhatsApp groups where they're mocking people's mental health and showing photos of people's SH. My friends would never do that because I would never ever have friends as an adult. I'm not that desperate for friends. I'd rather be a lone wolf. Miss J's live now saying that Cockapoo is exactly right to do what she did, and she would have done the same to clear out her own name. But these people have to back each other, because if anyone goes rogue right now, all the WhatsApp messages will come out and they will be filling, because they're all as bad as each other. Birds of a feather flock together, and people have got to stop thinking that Jay is lovely but she's got all these horrendous friends and she's not doing any of it, that she didn't chase Reese off the app by letting him take the blame, that she hasn't literally... Alex was like, when I had to go to Alex the other night, right, Jay was in the box first of all, then she knew Alex was coming up, so she dropped down, and she spent the whole time in the comments saying, I don't agree with Alex, I don't agree with Alex. I thought, get up in the box then, as his friend, his loyal friend, you know, who's such a great guy, and say, Alex, you're disgusting. What you've done is so bad, and you're dragging on all our names into it now. But she didn't, because she would have been messaging Alex off the app saying, I totally agree with you. I think you're such a great bloke. And then she's in the comments so everyone can see what she's saying. That's really, really positive.
The only one that has come out of that was part of that group is Birdie Appleboot. She's the only one that's come out and said, I don't agree with any of it.
Yeah, but Birdie's also said, I took part in certain things. I'm sorry. She's gone to Factory. She's gone to Jaleesa Fanji. She's literally said, I am not 100% innocent. And she's
owned what she's done.
Like, it's not too late, Birdie, because all we've ever asked for on this app is accountability, and you're taking accountability. If Miss Red come into the live now and said, you know what, I am actually going to take 100% accountability here, I'd hear her out. I'm not a bully person. I'm not a horrible person. All I want is for people to do better.
Can I just say something? Something I keep finding really, really strange is she keeps on saying clearing her name. But if she's not the woman that Lisa said, then she's clearing the name Cockapoo, a character name on TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. Clearing
all that you've just done to destroy somebody to clear the name Cockapoo.
100%.
I just can't. I can't even get my head around it. I really can't.
Surely, if you're in hiding, yeah, and you don't want anyone to know, and someone comes out and says you're someone different, that works to your advantage, because you're like, yeah, I'm that person, yeah, I'm this person, whatever. I'm still not coming out, and you just carry on going because this person hasn't got anything on you. The fact that she has turned it into a complete hate campaign against Lisa. All last night was about was gaslighting Lisa by bringing out all of her worst trauma and making her look like a nutter. So anything she now says about Cockapoo, we all point our fingers and go, but you lied about this and you stole this money. That's all it was about. And anyone who still supports Cockapoo, please unfollow me, because she is everything that I'm trying to protect people from. So please just unfollow me at this point.
Saying earlier as well that Lisa's seizures are fake, when in actual fact, we seen her on a live last week having a seizure. We had to phone, not me personally, but one of her mods had to phone her boyfriend from downstairs. And I said to her, look, she is having seizures, whether it's stress related, it's epilepsy, whatever. She did have a seizure. There was no faking what was happening. And she was still saying, it's a load of lies, it's a load of lies. But it really wasn't. What will happen? We've seen that happening right in front of our eyes last week. You can't be saying things. It's gaslighting us. Like, she's saying it's not happening, but we've seen it actually happen.
Hi.
I'm going to drop down so you have space, darling. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm going to jump as well, but thank you for allowing me up and just obviously saying it, because I just think it's absolutely disgusting that Angie put on there after the previous history. But, you know, TikTok don't surprise me anymore. It really doesn't. So, yeah, thank you guys, and I hope you all have a lovely rest of the day.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to jump to, because I'm going to have to go and do the school run. I just want to say, bun Claire Duffy, and thank you, Hayley, for letting me in. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, let me click out. Thank you.
Hi, Hayley. I just wanted to come out, and I was jumping around and screaming with a weird kind of joy when your video came up on the For You page. Now, I don't know these people you were referring to, but the reason for my joy was at least there's somebody out there giving hell for these bullies. Because as far as I've had to come off TikTok for about 3-4 months myself. It was bullying for gifts. Oh, you're not even a big gifter. You're a level 27. You don't give out loads of gifts. Well, I've got there by gradually gifting people. You do get there eventually. You don't have to be giving out universes. But I was made to feel like people were only connecting with me for what I could give. And then when I realized I'm on benefits here and I wasn't making the money that I was doling out. So I was giving nearly half of my fortnightly benefits on gifts and actually suffering throughout the next fortnight before I got paid again to pay my bills. And I was like, what am I doing? This is supposed to be for fun. And then you'll feel the comments, the attitude, because, oh, I shared my match to you and you didn't come and give me anything. But then when I thought about it, I've shared my live to you several times, which is just a live. I'm not asking for gifts, but none of you even bothered to come. So for me, that's just one of my personal experiences. The cyberbullying, the men scamming, TikTok is actually breeding a generation of real nasty, narcissistic people that are getting away with absolute murder on this app. Honestly, and it's really heartbreaking that this bullying mentality has started, and people are tapping into it and thinking it's okay. Hello, it's illegal to be bullying and harassing people in our country of UK. I don't know about anywhere else, but why do you feel you can go on an app and it'll be acceptable? And these are things that I think more people like you, Hayley, and these few ladies that I've been listening to here, I think there's more people need to come out and start a little vigilante group against these haters. Because of your clip, I started watching other clips of bullying where people have committed suicide through it. People have been murdered on through TikTok. People were doing I was absolutely amazed at the amount of unalives there are because of cyberbullying. And when I came here just now and saw that you were live, I just wanted to come on and kind of give you a cyber hug and say, look, thank you, girlfriend, for speaking your mind, not being afraid, and not licking the arse of all those that think what they're doing is right, because if my mother always said, for every one finger you point at me, there's 3 looking back at you. And when you're pointing your fingers, you have to make sure you haven't got skeletons in the closet yourself. And many of them are criticizing people, jumping on other bandwagons and making life an absolute torment for people who are coming on here to get a little upliftment, to maybe talk things off their chest. There's no rights or wrongs on here as long as you're not insulting people. But people take you coming on and being vulnerable and then they rip you to shreds, and it breaks my heart. It really does. Sorry, I'm this whole morning I've been so passionate. I woke up at 8 o'clock and I've been watching all these videos, and then I came and saw you and I was like, I just got to talk to this woman. Well done, you. God bless you.
I just want to answer one thing in the comments. So Jay is live right now saying that I am using Jay and Cockapoo for views and follows. Can someone go and point out to Jay without a calculator that I've been on the app 1/4 of the time she has? My account is 5 times bigger. My account is actually bigger than Miss Red's, and last week I had 15 million qualified views on my videos. So the fact that Jay thinks I need it for clout, come on, Jay. You've been stuck on 26,000 for some time. You've been on it for 4 years, and you're actually making all of your content, all of your subs off the fact you Miss Red's best friend. So why don't you actually stand for something instead of standing up today next to Cockapoo, who is vile, and actually using Cockapoo and Lisa's situation in order to do your little rant? You blocked me yesterday for calling you out, Jay. And actually, how am I using someone for clout who's small fries on this app and actually has spent her life with her head up Miss Red's arse and loads of wood up her arse from sitting on the fence. So piss off.
You know something? This is another phrase that
Well done,
absolutely
Hay.
winds me up. When people say, "Oh, you're only doing it for likes." That's what this app's all about: doing shit for likes.
Well, how,
Come on, let's
And
keep it
this is
real.
the thing. That's
Who's
why
got a
Cockapoo
smaller
thought she
account?
could. That's why Cockapoo thought she could get away with what she did, because she gifts people.
Yeah, Cockapoo's got an account with like, how many followers she got? About 3,000, and most are following her because they actually think she is the dog on her profile picture. Do you know what I mean? You can't. The reason I instead of
Sure
smaller
she's not?
people, I'm speaking to all of the people who have got smaller accounts who will be called clout chasers. I'm already established. I'm already putting out content. And in fact, Miss J, you were messaging me because you wanted to start putting out content just like me. So why don't you actually do something that counts? Stand up as a mother, you money-hungry biatch, and stop just going, oh, last week she didn't want subs, and then this week she's like, oh no, Face, just get me some more subs. I need two. I've got 850. I need more. But what are you actually putting out? What are you putting out into the universe? Absolutely nothing.
She
And when it all comes
moan when you
out-
unfollowed her as well.
Yeah, she
God
does.
bless you. Thank you for the gifts, guys. You really do not have to. I just love being here for sensible stuff. You know, I don't have to have the gifts. I'm just happy to contribute and happy to be around like-minded people.
Okay.
It seems that the real reason with Jay is she's actually more gutted because she can't use you for clout now, because that's what she was trying to do.
The thing is with Jay, she doesn't stand on nothing, yeah? She doesn't stand on nothing. So all these people do things around her. So when, say, for instance, Paige was getting bullied by Miss Red and everyone, and they were being really racist and everything else, Jay was in Miss Paige's inbox, like letting her lean on her and telling her all about her trauma. And then when Paige was in a box, Miss Red was in the comments going, ha ha, you got cheated on, because that's what Paige had told Jay. So this is how they're working. She's literally in everyone's inbox all the time. So she'll slag someone off on a live and then she'll be in their box going, I hope we're okay. You know, it's not me. These are my friends. Do you want me to leave my friends? I'm just loyal to Miss Red. I love Donna. I'll never leave Donna. But she never comes like, yes, I fucking said it, and what? Never.
She is fake as they come, mate. Believe me. Sorry, guys. I just popped up to say I've been watching all the Cockapoo stuff. Hayley, well done for calling her out. When you left, she was still in Only Tony's thing, and I saw. My thing to Cockapoo is, who do you think you are? Like, literally, who do you think you are? You are a no face on this app. And my thing as well is, if all this stuff happened, okay, say Lisa Marie was lying, and fair enough, why expose it on Delusive Angie's live, and why not fire up your own live so you could be in control of the boxes, as you said?
Exactly.
My
I don't
bit-
care
yeah.
if Angie's gets banned.
Exactly. And what she did is basically, she's like one of those people that drops a bomb and then leaves. You know what I mean? She'll incite the riot and then walk away when it gets a bit out of hand and be like, oh, well, it wasn't really me.
And comes over as the vulnerable one.
Yeah, she's disgusting. What she did last night was disgusting. I've worked with vulnerable people. I don't anymore because it's not for me, but I've worked with people with mental health. Some people with mental health, yeah, they aren't going to tell, do you know what I mean, the truth or that all the time. They may get mixed up. They may get muddled. They may say wrong things. I totally get, and it wasn't right of Lisa Marie if she has said those wrong things. The reason why she keeps coming back to this app is because when you have something like mental health, I'm the same sort of, when I get like a bee in my bonnet about something and I believe something so passionately, I would be the same. I can't drop it until people believe what I'm saying. And Lisa Marie's just got a bit out of control. She can't let go of that fact. What you could do, Cockapoo, is nobody knows who you are. Go off the app. Goodbye.
And, yeah, just
Go
to
and get
say,
another account. Make up another account.
I agree with you, Mary, 100%.
Yeah,
And
same.
what I find really, really like needs to change, and that is quite disgusting in this situation, is a victim who is showing her face is not being believed over a faceless person with, like, we don't know the name and we don't know their face. And then it's like, oh, the victim, it's like they need to prove themselves all of the time. And the person who is saying, no, it's not me, they're not showing their face and we don't know what their name is.
And for somebody that doesn't want a platform, just sits in the comments, blah, blah, blah. Why keep coming back into people's boxes then? You want something off this app, go off the app if this is triggering you so bad. You don't bring somebody else's mental health into it. You walk away from it. You let it go
What
until
I
Lisa
want to
Marie gets
know,
the help she needs.
do they realise that if this person was to be in a bad state of mental health, because there are stages with mental health, I myself suffer it, and there are days when you are literally on the brink of doing something really seriously dangerous to yourself, and there's days when you can just let things pass by. Now, if this is a day when that person is really on their lowest ebb, and you've come and poked them like poking a lion in the cage with a stick, and that person goes and kills themselves, do you realise you're liable for that?
Yeah, be careful of the terminology you use because the live will go down. They'll already have people mass reporting, so you have to be
This is it. I mean, how does sorry.
You become liable for that sort of thing because you've encouraged that, haven't you? So, it's, I don't know.
How far do you push someone before you push them too far? And fair enough, what's happened to Cockapoo is bad. I agree. You should be able to stay confidential on this app if you want to. I'm only a no face because I do a gossip show and thing, but to be fair, I've doxed myself about 1,000 times on my lives. It doesn't really bother me. I would just literally just show my face. If this was happening to me, I wouldn't bother about it. But if she is that bothered, she's that determined, go off the app. You're not a big creator. You bring no content to it. So why do you need to be on here if it's not for attention, if it's not for the glowing stuff from everybody, if it's not for, do you know what I mean? She was made out to be this really smart, intelligent woman, and she's just destroyed that within the past few months.
Yeah,
There
she
are
really
so
has.
many other ways Cockapoo could have defended herself, as people were saying that's why she done it. You could have done it in a million different ways.
Exactly.
On that live
I mean, how does she know them two girls last night on Angie's live with her weren't lying about things as well?
But did you see though, Cockapoo, she was screaming and shouting at Hayley. Hayley, was fair enough, was shouting, but literally the mask slipped in that moment. No, but when you've explained to Hayley about you're dealing with these families day in, day out, and and my blood's boiling. That's when I dropped out of the live. I dropped out of Only Tony's live when she started talking about children and children's injuries. Cockapoo was talking, and I just thought, no. This is
Can I just quickly say something on this? I've just tried to join Tony's box. I wanted to ask a question why these big platforms have given Cockapoo freedom to shut down victims and call people liars behind a faceless account. If you're going to throw accusations out right and downplay historical abuse on people, you've got to be held accountable and show your face.
Quite
you can't
right.
do that behind a faceless account. So when you're being given a platform to 3, 4, 5, 6,000 people to call people liars, why? Because you've got a big gift and badge and you've got a little clip of people. It's all down to the gift and badge. The money runs this app, right? People stop supporting these scumbags. I used to have a bit of time for Angie, but Angie's been doing with her live. She allowed Cockapoo last night to run the whole live. She even gave a mod. She had a mod.
I know, I couldn't believe it.
In the live to shut down victims.
Who did she give mod?
Yeah, she gave Angie mod. No,
Cockapoo was modding the
Cockapoo
live
mod
to
status.
block people.
Cockapoo turned off the comments, so no one could
She's
see.
been on this morning.
She gave her mod status, but not muting status, apparently.
Here's the thing, people write drama's one thing, right, but talking on kids and historical abuse, etc. is a different thing, right? That's a whole different ballgame. And anyone who supports that and is making these people get money out of it is absolutely disgusting. Angie done this last week talking about kids regarding the Alex thing, and in the end she was sitting there drinking wine, drunk, laughing about it, mocking people who were getting triggered by it, calling them trauma dumping, etc. So I joined her live and asked her would she donate this all day's live to a children's charity, because you've absolutely turned it into a laughing cause now. And the sick people in the comments who sit there and encourage you. Use all
that is why my blood boils.
Checking. Use some.
No one should be talking about no one's kids.
Come on this app,
Yet still, they wouldn't like their lives all smashed all over social media like that. And if as again, my mum always said, if you don't want it for yourself, don't dish it out to others.
The thing is with Angie, because she speaks so badly on herself and because she makes up such disgusting lies about herself, it's almost like, oh, okay, don't want Bluey on anymore.
I love Bluey.
I love Bluey.
Oh, wow, thank you. God bless you.
It's
I
almost
think
like,
that, you know, if you feel that way, people should, why tell a lie? You're better off going into book writing, where you can go into a fantasy world and you can become very famous from that. You know, why do you have to come on social media and make people's lives a misery? Why come on social media and make up stories about your own life? Tell your truth. You know, because when you're telling lies, you're only lying to yourself, because I'll sit here and listen to your story and you can make me believe it or not. But the truth is you've told a lie. So how can anyone ever back you, defend you, support you when everything you've ever said has been based on lies?
That's what I don't understand. Like, they're holding a lie about me now, Jay and Cockapoo, calling me a clout chaser, saying I'm using them for followers. My account is bigger than their two put together times 5.
You know what?
So
I wouldn't retaliate to that, because, you know, you've got the minerals to show your face. You're sitting here, you're putting a face to your voice, to your opinions. Cockapoo can't do that. It's a spineless account, you know. And she's kind of gained like a little cult following through gifting. Listen, you know, when you're gifting and you're giving money, right, there's a bit of an exchange that comes with spending money. So what's the exchange, Cockapoo?
Believe me, I am ready, and I will battle them all to the better end.
I'm going to drop down now, but yeah, keep exposing the wrong uns, man. I'll support you if you're exposing wrong uns.
Thank you.
We will battle all these bastards. So yeah, here's a warning to you all if you're watching. We're coming for you. That's happening.
This time, like, people ask the question though: if Jay's going to fire up a live and go in on me, then why isn't she standing on the right issues? Why isn't she actually speaking on what Cockapoo did last night, or on what Miss Red's done all these times, what Alex has done, or what she's taken part in? Let's remember that Jay was a part of the Clappergate. She was a part of the doxing situation. She was the one in the Child SA live the other day when victims were talking out and they were quite angry at Miss Red, who kept pilling comments saying, oh, you guys, what about Miss Red's mental health? No, actually, this live isn't about Miss Red. This live is about the hundreds of people on the app who were left either phoning crisis lines or going into doctors the other day because they'd SH'd. And Jay didn't fire up a live then and say, look, I stand with the victims. Has anyone got a story? Does anyone need anyone? No, because she wants to go live and be the good fun person after Miss Red's come off, or she's told Miss Red to shut down her live, and then she fires up hers on sub only. So she doesn't want to come for me at this point, because everything I've done on this app I'm proud of. Everything I've done, not as a content creator, but as a past victim and as a mother, to make this app a better and safer place. I've never not replied to any one of you who have reached out to me to say this is my story. I've never not done it, whether it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I've told all my people, please don't gift. You don't need to gift at all. Just go and watch my videos, run up the awareness on my videos, and I'll get paid off TikTok. And if you want to sub because you like the research I do and stuff, that means more to me than you sending me a universe. I've always said the same thing. So I really, really don't care what these people are saying about me.
The real deal, girl. Listen, Hayley,
yeah, I like what you say, Hayley.
Don't have to say anymore. You know, as a grown person, I'm
just going to drop down, but thank you for having me.
58, and I know in life, as a real person, you can sit and listen to somebody and look in their eyes. You know if they're genuine. And what you did was brave and genuine, and you did it for real reasons. You weren't doing it for gain. I didn't pick that up in what you were saying at all. It was on FYP. I never heard of you, didn't know who the hell you was, but I was intrigued to listen, and none of it came across as I'm doing this because you need to listen to me. No, it came across as a person who was genuinely upset by something they saw and thought it was wrong. And I commend you for what you've done, and I won't stop. I'm highly pleased with what you did.
Thank you very much. And to the guy in the comments, I don't even remember what your name is, but you said I speak the most. I speak on things that are really important. I'm not telling you what they want to hear, Eddie. I'm actually, you can go to watch any one of my videos. It's about awareness. It's about DV. It's about Child SA. You literally are trying to come in here to cause problems so Jay and Cockapoo know who you are, and they don't. So that's up to you. But I'll always keep speaking to the victims, no matter whether you think I chat the most or not. I'm chatting on the right issues for the right people because I believe in it. So well done for coming over. You can go and tell Jay now, or I kicked off in her comments and see if she pats you on the head.
The one thing about Poo Poo, she's probably going to lose a lot of favour from what. I'm sorry, I can't remember her name. The poo bit seemed to stick. But, you know, one thing about her, I've got a feeling she's going to lose a lot of following, the few she's got, and lose a lot of acknowledgement. People aren't going to want to take heed or listen to her. Only fools will, I would say.
Okay, first of all, we need to stick with the name Poo Poo because that's just genius. Sorry, Hayley.
I just think we need to, as adults, demand morals, because we need to demand that people are acting in ways that we'll be okay with happening to our children in the future. And to me, some of these lives, like the one last night, felt very much like these cases we see on the news where one child is beaten by 10, it's filmed and put on online. Sally, if you're bored, go to bed or go give your head a wobble. I'm sure they all know who you are as well. Do you know what I mean? It's just literally these same people that come in here and they actually, because they gift people and they think they're part of something, and you're not part of anything. No one cares. Do you know what I mean? You're literally a money amount. I literally just think we need to stand together now and just say, I'm not going to do this bullshit anymore. Either show me who you are, not just like your face, but show me the kind of person you are. Show me what you stand on. Show me what issues you get by. Show me what you're using your platform for. And if it's just to drag other people down, then you're not going to get my time. You're not going to get my subs. You're not going to get my gifting. It's getting ridiculous now. Absolutely ridiculous. Last night was just too far. It was just too far. And as a true crime person who works with victims of child SA, that's why I spoke on it. That's why I felt it was my place when I could see, like, honestly see Lisa struggling, see her saying, Miss J, what's in a box? Miss J actually blocked me, so I couldn't have my say. Jay's welcome to come over here when she unblocks me, but if she thinks I'm going over there to be attacked by her and Cockapoo while they both sit behind green screen, she's got another thing coming. She can turn on her screen, come over here, and I'll drop everyone else out, and we'll speak woman to woman, mother to mother, or she doesn't get to request me over there.
And Hayley, the thing is, right, you know, I can't speak for all survivors of all things out there, but the things that are important to get spoken on are never going to get covered in Angie's lives. For instance, you touched on the fact that, you know, if people have, if the SA has happened, that person's more likely to go on to have mental health problems, to be promiscuous, to have addiction problems, and all of that stuff is just washed over. And I think there's a lot of people, honestly, you know, there's a lot of people that I've come across on this app that are dealing with trauma. There's a lot of traumatized people on this app who are looking for community and support. And I think sometimes, like, we can be so desperate to find people that we're in the wrong, like, we're almost just going along with stuff that, like, in the real world, would we really morally stand for that stuff? And I don't think we would. And I think we just have to bear in mind that, you know, people saying, well, what can I do? You know, I tell you what you can do. You can block people. You can, you can not engage in the comments, because whether it's Miss J or Cockapoo, it's not about those individuals. It's about those children that are getting spoken about on. It's about those families that are getting spoken on. Like, we don't need to lose sight. Like, this is people that are affected in their everyday life, and it's not right.
Yeah, 100. This is my thing, right? Whether Lisa's telling the truth or not, right, I don't really care. The way that it was dealt with is completely wrong. But what I was really, really worried about was the fact that there's other people that were watching that live who have been victims. Why don't you get a job? See, this literally, as soon as they come offline, it all comes over. I have a job, very, very much. As soon as, you know, all the other child victims who were in that room who were told, well, because you're in a photo with your abuser, then you're not abused, because you didn't report it when you were 12 and you waited till you were 18. Leanne, there is no way I'm going to Jay's live. Jay knows where I am, and Jay doesn't get to make the demands, okay? I'm not one of the Clicks followers that needs to listen to Jay. She knows where I am. She blocked me. I'll drop everyone down, and as long as Jay's going to come up, turn on her camera and talk me to me woman to woman, I'll speak to her.
I think Leanne's saying she is unblocking you to come over. I think that's what Leanne means.
That's
Leanne's one of your subs.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, if you know, when Jay sends people over saying she wants you on her live, like, I don't know who she thinks she is. She's attacking me. She's questioning me as a woman, so she can come over and do it.
Apparently, she's unblocked you for a chat, but yeah, like you said, she can come over here.
For a private chat, and she blocked me. So I'm not going over there. I'm not going to be on a platform I don't agree with. That's facts. Do you know what I mean? It's literally reached the point, like, if Jay did definitely say this morning, like people are saying that she would have done exactly what Cockapoo did to this woman, then she's not my people. Do you know what I mean? That I just don't understand that. I don't understand how anyone could watch that and then be like, okay. It's not about the views, Eddie. It's about the morals, and that's the problem. You've probably never had more than 10 views. So hang out at the back of Jay is not going to help you. Coming in here, like, honestly, I've got 657 decent people in here, lovely people in here, people who have been impacted by this. So could someone just block that, Eddie? The last thing I need is some knobhead in here.
Yeah, do you know what I don't get? If Cockapoo was on the police,
Blocked.
what was last night all about then? Do you know what I mean?
Well, everyone says, like, I'm a clout chaser off of someone with a much smaller account and a much smaller community than me. Like, how can I be clout chasing? Look, exactly. She's unblocking you, and apparently she won't get in your box because she won't. Because I've got nice people in here who aren't going to attack her, yeah? Because I've got nice, decent people. I'm not going over there so she can try and literally be really clever and really malicious and all of that. I've offered to throw everyone else out my box. She knows who I am as a person, so she knows I'm not going to scream and shout or be horrible to her. I just have questions. So she doesn't get to make demands of me. I'm not Miss Red. I'm not Alex. She can't control my platform. I don't have much to say to Jay if this morning she has really said that she stands by what Cockapoo done, because she's a mum. Like, so do you know what I mean? I don't have anything to say.
Your community is completely different. Jay, all of their, like, groups community runs off of spite and being sneaky and going off into each other's lives. You have created a community for loads of people to come to have a safe space, and that's what you're about.
And they seem to be inclined on a lot of backstabbing. So how can you build a community of trust if all the people that are coming into your community are seeing, you know, every opportunity someone's digging the dagger in? So they're not going to want to join her. Her community will not get bigger.
That's the thing. Like, obviously Jay says, come over here and say it with chest. That's what someone said in the comments. But Jay won't even turn on her camera. So she's going to be there screaming at me and saying whatever she wants from behind a green screen, because it's so much easier than to face someone, look them in the eyes and say, actually, this is the issue. And if anyone's using anyone for clout, Jay's trying to drag me over to a much smaller platform. So all of you in there saying that's absolutely fucking crazy. And numbers don't mean anything to me, honestly. Like, literally, I see some amazing creators on here who deserve way more than me in following. Everyone in my community is a part of my community. You don't have to have a big gifting badge. You don't have to have loads of followers. I get people contact me all the time saying, will you come over and watch my live because it's something that you would be interested in? I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. I'll bring people over. I'll put it in the Discord. So for people to say that, like, they're on this platform to get gifts and aren't putting out any fucking content. So I'm here to talk on the behalf of victims and give people a place to go to. So I don't need to compete with people who aren't doing the same thing as me.
Like, look at the other day, for example, you did your live and we all went over to that was it Amy or Abby, the Manchester bombing survivor? We all went over there and supported her because of her 2 minutes and stuff. Like, that is what we do. You as the leader, if you like, but you're not, but you are the creator of this community. There we go. You have inspired so many of us to explore different creators, we all care about each other. You look in our Discord, your Discord, like, where's there any hate? Where's there any nastiness? Where's there any bitch? And we all literally there's 100 people in there, over 100 people, and we all just lift each other up because you inspire us to do that, because that's the community that you've built, you know?
Yeah, 100%. And then people come over, right, and they're like, literally like, why are your gifts on if you're making awareness, right? Literally, the issue is, your same people, are you literally sat in Jay's live and you're not pulling up on the things like the doxing, Clappergate, all the things where she's already shown you who she is. She's already shown you who she is. So is Cockapoo, so is Miss Red, all of them. They've already shown you who they are. They're literally seeing what happened to Lisa.
I mean, Miss Jay's gifts on. Go and tell her to switch hers off.
Why are they not, do you know what I mean? We don't even know this morning because no one's heard from her if Lisa's still here. We don't even know. And Jay's then fired up a live and saying Cockapoo's right to do what she did. So when people show you who they are and you're all there still going, oh yeah, Team Jay, we're in the bunker's not a safe place. The bunker's a place where Jay hides behind a green screen while she's behind in these groups and doing horrific things. I've said it before, I'll say it again, and Jay's welcome to come here and defend herself. But if she thinks she's going to send a message going, Hayley, come over here to my platform, who the F do you think you are? Absolutely not.
My name is Jay, and you need to come here now. Yeah, you know, it's the power thing, isn't it? Because also with that form of intimidation, there is that they think they've got that power, you know, and it is, boy. I mean, if she's unblocked you and she wants to resolve the situation, as we say in the West Indies, big woman thing, she should come here. We'd step down and let you two sit there and talk it out. You know, that's the only way things can be resolved. We've got to, if we're setting an example, as they say, this was a children's platform. This whole app was a children's app. Adults have come onto it and they're acting worse than the children.
Exactly. And JD, when you say, I've got the cheek to tell people who to be friends with, I'm not telling people who to be friends with. What I'm saying is, you are a product of who you surround yourself with. So if you surround yourself with people who think it's okay to do this to victims, and you think it's okay to dox people, and you think it's okay to be laughing at child victims like Alex the other day, and you think it's okay for Miss Red to literally do that to Angie on Clappergate, then you don't get to come back and say, but I'm not like them, it's nothing to do with me, like I didn't do it. You have to be aware of what you're doing, and you can't build a platform and be questioning and doing interviews on survivors, and then as soon as you drop that survivor down, you get another survivor and you destroy them. You literally put her on the edge of death, and then you come for me. You come for me because I'm the only one calling you out. You come for me because I'm the only one actually using my platform to speak on the victim side. And you can come for me all you like, because if it means you're leaving like other people alone who actually cannot handle this, like Lisa, then I'm game for it. You and Cockapoo can get behind your cauldron, and you can literally put me in your WhatsApp group, and you can say mass report me and all the rest, because I'd rather lose my platform than be silent on matters that matter, because I'm a mum.
There's a count
and they've actually got WhatsApp groups too.
And they said, but you supported her up until last night. You've never supported it. You never supported what they do.
I've never, ever. I literally, the only one out of all of them I followed for a while was Jay. Then I unfollowed Jay, and she messaged me and said, can I ask why you unfollowed me? I said, because I just can't get behind some of the things going on in the app at the moment. And then we just left it at that. I reached out to her yesterday before I said any of this stuff and just said, look, this is how I feel. I feel like the only people in the group that's speaking out on this are people like TJ, and you can't just keep ignoring the stuff that's going on in your group that people are causing because people are getting hurt. And she said, okay, thumbs up, and then blocked me. So I did give her the chance. And I literally was absolutely fine. Jay can do whatever she wants. I'm glad she's got a platform. I'm glad she's doing well. It means she can provide for her kids, all of that good. But when you're saying this morning that you had done exactly the same as what Cockapoo did, when I've already spoke about in depth what that would have done last night to so many other victims, and you're still standing behind Cockapoo instead of doing the right thing, then that absolutely breaks my heart that a woman and a mother is still saying that that's okay to do. In my head, I can't get my head around it. I literally just want the world to be a better place for my kids. So I'm just working every single day to try and make these little changes. Just said she's fed up, you blaming her for whatever. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, Debbie. Like, you can't hang around with people doing bad shit all the time and then go, my hands are clean. They're all in the groups. They've all been part of it. Jay's admitted to be part of Clappergate. She's admitted to be part of like the Alex, the docs and everything else. She came up on Miss Red's live and said, oh yeah, I've seen it. It was definitely Donna's address that was doxed. The next day they said there was no doxing. So how can you say you saw something that didn't exist and then you all keep going, it was Alex, it was Alex, it was Alex? All I'm asking,
it Miss J who shared Angie's photo?
Yes.
This is what I mean.
And if Miss J...
One rule for one and one, you know what I mean, the other.
And if she says she's got nothing to do with it, why is she not standing up and saying, wait, hold on a minute, what you're doing is wrong here. Nah, let's not get involved with this Clappergate. Let's not dox people. Let's not use this essay for clout. Like, we need to stop. Like, if you were a decent friend to these people, that's what you'd say. You'd stand on your morals. She is a mother, right?
Yeah.
Like, it baffles my brain, mate.
That's all I'm saying. I'm literally just saying, they said shit through the post as well to someone's house. Well, that's all I'm saying is, like, right, so say my mods, are all doing this, like, thing in the Discord and they're all hating on someone, that's absolutely my responsibility. I'm in there. So if I'm not calling out bad behaviour, I'm part of the bad behaviour. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. That's how I run it. If one of my mods fires up live and says horrific racist stuff, and then I come live and say nothing, I'm just as bad. Because people know my mods are associated with me. So then I have to fire up a live, say, look, I've blocked them, I've got rid of them, and what they said was fucking gross. Like, and I literally am sorry to the whole entire black community for what my moderator did, or my friend, because that's what you do. But to be there in the comments in Miss Red's like, oh, Miss Red's mental health, and then you're reaching out to the people in the background, sending a message going, you know, there's nothing to do with me. You know, me and you are friends. We're good, aren't we? Like, I would never have done that myself. Or it was just Alex. I didn't have any idea. Like, I don't even know if Miss Red knows about all the messages that are being sent that are throwing her under the bus, but like literally saving your own skin. And what has happened is literally, you've built a bigger platform now and everyone hates Miss Red, but you say you're her best friend. So why aren't you taking some of the fucking heat and admitting you had a part in all of this as well? That's what I don't understand. If Sophie and me get caught out, but you all think it's just Sophie, and I'm there letting her get destroyed going, by the way, I didn't do anything, it was her. Then you're not a friend. You're not a friend. You should be on the live next to Miss Red saying, clapping it was all of us. All of us. We all did it, we were wrong, and we're sorry. The doxing situation, we had to quickly do that because Donna was going to be outed as a racist because of her messages on Facebook, and we wanted to stop Paige and Torian, so we put out the fake doxing situation. We didn't realise it was going to get their kids threatened and stuff. Like, we held our hands up. I have to hold my hands up every time I'm wrong.
The only
thing they can threaten me is, oh, I'm picking their friends for them, or I'm a clout chaser. I'm doing fine on my own. I've already established myself. Do you know what I mean? I've already established myself. I'm done.
Okay, so with 615 people watching you right now, you're really clout chasing with your 120 followers, yeah? Sorry, 120k followers. Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me about the followers, Matt. Yeah, I've done some fucking good things on this app. I have interviewed parents of murdered children.
This is what I'm saying. It's not you, it's them. You've got to flip the script. They are the ones with the issue because they're looking at you and thinking, well, where's she getting all of this attention? What is she doing? Let's get on this.
They can't control the narrative.
Saw this whole story. Poo saw that story as an opportunity that she thought was going to make her platform blow. But in actual fact, what it did, it backfired on her and it blew in her face. And she lost.
I have 100%, done nothing on this app I'm not proud of. Nothing. I literally, if I could tell you my 10 best moments, my 10 biggest accomplishments on this app, and every single one include a victim's family, a petition we got loads of signatures for, a DV victim we saved, like all of these different things. Like, I don't need anyone to validate me from that side, because if you do validate me from that side, I'm doing something wrong, because I'm not your people. I'm not your people. We're not the same. We're not built the same. I come on live every day, I press live, and I'm aware 100% that I am being the woman I want my kids to be. I am being the woman I hope my children are. And I am inspiring people to speak out on things that they're scared to speak out on. And I am literally listening to all of your guys' messages all the time, and I come live and I vocalise it for you because you don't feel strong enough. So they can try and tear me down, but ask yourself, why are they going after the one person on this app who is speaking
for them? They can't be you, babe.
Yep.
They can't be you, and that's why they're not going to excel. They cannot be you, and that is the problem. You know, it's like everybody wants to be a superstar on TikTok. You know, if I tell you who I am, you can Google me. My name is Pauline Pierce. I'm the woman that they know as the Hackney heroine. When Mark Duggan got shot by the police in Tottenham in 2011, I'm the old black lady who came out with my walking stick, effing and blinding at the rioters. And it was filmed.
Yes, Sweet Pea.
It went viral. Do you remember this?
No way, yeah.
I became involved in politics by default. Boris Johnson gave me the 2011 Peace Award.
Oh, you got clapped for that. That's amazing.
I achieved a lot, but still didn't achieve anything because I'm still just as broke. But what I did get was a lot of recognition. I ran for mayor. I ran for councillor. They put me through training. So I'm now what they call a PPC, a prospective parliamentary candidate.
So you have a proper moral compass. That's the difference.
And But I didn't start out like that. I've been to jail. I've been a baddie. I've mixed with the wrong uns. I've sold drugs. My testimony is so huge. It's unbelievable. I've been a battered wife. I've been abused as a child. It just goes on. I lost everything in a house fire. I've experienced having to start from scratch with 3 children and a pregnant belly of 6 months. We've all got those intense stories, and we sit there and we say, why me? But sometimes, why me? You don't need to question, because these life experiences bring you to these platforms.
Yeah.
I chose to try and get away from my political field because it was hard. I was being criticized by the professional politicians because I didn't go to Harvard and I wasn't trained, I couldn't possibly have a clue. But the difference, what they needed me for, they don't know the ghetto life. They didn't know how to engage with the down-to-earth, working class, black, white, Turkish, all the problems in the real community that you, the politicians, are out there defending. You're supposed to be in Parliament fighting for us, but you don't know what our lives really entail. So how can you fight for something that you do not understand? And
like when Rishi Sunak said he had a breakfast wrap from McDonald's, but they'd stopped doing them years ago. Like, do one, mate.
Right. So this was my whole thing. And I said, I didn't want my content. Someone said, oh, you should do a political P page. But I didn't want, there's so much to me. And what started me out, I always was against gun and knife crime. And I used to be on a pirate radio station talking against gun and knife crime and playing some cultural music, upstanding music. And my motto was love, 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 and more love. Go out there and spread the love. So it was just ironic that day I was going through cancer treatment. I've lost a left breast to cancer. I am now 18-year survivor of cancer. So that was my therapy, going to my radio show and getting in there and talking to the people, talking to the youngsters. But this day, they're rioting and I can't get to the studio and I need to get to the studio. And I was so frustrated and upset and angry. And then this bloke just set fire to this car right in front of me. And I go, what are you doing? That could be your neighbour's car. You're angry with the politicians. Go and set fire to Downing Street, not your bleeding neighbour's car. We're all fighting the same battle. And this journalist, he filmed it.
Wow.
And I was going off into one. I said, you're all running down Foot Locker and teeth in shoes, you effing thieves. And I did not know the next day when I'm walking up the road, there's people coming out going, there's people looking for you. I said, what people? I said, I didn't nick nothing. I was like, they were trying to grab people off the road for rioting and pilfering and robbing food shops. But I'm like, I didn't steal nothing. So why in God's name are you all on my case? But it turned out it were the newspaper men that had seen this YouTube clip that was posted of me. Next thing I know, I'm on This Morning, I'm on Loose Women, I'm with Simon Cowell's chick, what's her name again? Anyway, I went and auditioned for Britain's Got Talent. My whole life just became like mad. But then one day the buzzer went off. There's this dude at my front door. I kind of recognised him, wasn't 100% sure who he was. And next thing I know, this dude turns out to be somebody that went to the press who said he knew me as selling drugs. Well, that was my life before this. But he was trying to get some money off the papers.
Yeah.
So this is how I say they can build you and bring you down.
Yes.
I got a call from my agent saying, Pauline, I'm ever so sorry. Are you sitting down? Did you have a visitor this week? I said, I've always got visitors. People are now coming to me asking me to help them fill forms out, So she said, no. She said, this person came to you asking you to get something for them. straight away I went, I knew it.
Oh, God.
I literally recognised him, and I knew he was part of a gang of people that I kind of ran up to London from back in the day. And he came there knowing that I vaguely remembered him, but he sold this story to the newspapers. They put it out there that I was a drug fixer, because I just gave him the number to get rid of him, to get him out of the house. But he had a camera, and they had camera footage that they posted with the paper. Unbelievable. My whole life crumbled. But the Lib Dems came and said to me, what's the matter? You told everyone you've been to jail. You told everyone you lived that lifestyle. You weren't selling drugs on that clip. But I said, but what they're trying to put over. He said, this is the thing. People will always come and try to make things look different to what it is. I could sit here doing this and someone could say, she's grinding up weed. But somebody else, they won't look that I was just fiddling with my fingers. They'll always look for the negative. So, you see, getting back to what I'm trying to say is, in doing something really good, there will always be someone or something that will twist it and make what you're doing look wrong.